I used to Yo, I used to turn every old doubt into fuel. Made a promise to the ones who played me cruel. One day they would see what they could not see then. Every closed hand would regret where I had been. I chased every game with a name in my mind. Like success could rewrite every wounded time. I worked harder when the hurt got near. Let the anger make my reason clear. Every step ahead had a hidden reply. Every win said, look, I survived. But the more I grew, the more I knew their old opinions still were pulling through. I thought I was free because I moved so far. Still I carry their voices like a scar. Built the future with a bit of frame. Made every good thing answer to their name. I was not chasing what I truly loved. I was trying to rise above the memory of being left unseen. The version of myself that felt too small to keep. Then revenge can wear a polished face. It can make ambition feel like grace. It can tell you every restless night that proving them wrong will make it right. But nothing heals when the target stays. Nothing rests when the old hurt leads the way. You can hold a crown and still be bound to every voice that used to pull you down. Then I ask myself a harder thing. If they never saw me, would I still sing? If they never changed, would this still be mine? That question took the weight out of the climb. I don't need your regret to ride. I'm building a life that feels like mine. I won't keep giving you the right. I won't keep giving you the right to shape the your silence does not own my time. I let the whole score fall behind. I'm building a life, yeah, feels like mine. I could thank the pain without obeying it. Let it teach me, not define me with it. I can hold the past without a debt and stop measuring peace by what they never said. I do not need an apology to become who I was meant to be. I do not need them looking back to know my life is on the right track. There is a freedom in no longer needing the ones who hurt you to start believing. You stop performing for an empty room and make more space for your own truth to bloom. Now I choose to work because it feels alive, not because an old wound needs to survive. I choose the love that lets my spirit rest. I choose the life that brings out my best. Let them keep the version they once knew. I have no war left to pursue. The past can be a chapter, not a chain. I can grow without returning pain for pain. I don't need your regret to ride. I'm building a life feels like mine. I won't keep giving you the right. I won't keep giving you the right to shape the reason that I find. I don't need your regret. I don't need your regret to ride. Your silence does not own my time. I let the whole score fall behind. I'm building a life that feels like mine. The day I stop needing you to regret it was the day my future finally became mine. Yeah. The peace I did not trust was standing at my door. I kept waiting for the sound of what would hurt me more. Life got softer, but I stayed on guard. Like every gentle day was only playing a part. I would wake with a plan before I needed one. Still preparing for a fight that never came. There was food on the table, bills got paid. People I love had reasons to stay, but something in me kept reading the air for the smallest sign that loss was near. I did not know how to enjoy a clear sky without asking what storm was waiting behind. Could not sit with a laugh till it reached my chest without hearing a thought say, do not rest. I knew chaos, knew how to move through strain, knew how to make a hard day carry my name. But calm was a language I had not learned, a quiet kind of good that made me concerned, because peace had always felt temporary, like a borrowed room with no guarantee. And I thought the safest way to survive was never to believe things could stay right. So I kept my joy in a careful place, never gave a good moment its full space. Like holding back could lessen the fall if the world decided to take it all. I would find a problem where there was none. Turn one small worry into what had to come. Make a simple silence mean something bad, then lose a whole day to the fear I had. People around me would say, you are safe, but safety did not always reach my brain. My body still knew and old the rule. Stay awake, stay ready, do not get fooled. I was scared of believing in what was good, more scared than I ever was of misunderstood, because losing peace after trusting it fully felt like a wound that could break right through me. So I kept a little distance from contentment. Called it wisdom, called it being present, but it was fear with a calmer face, still making decisions in a safer place. Then I saw what that habit had done, how it dimmed the warmth of everyone, how I kept treating a better life like it was something I had to fight. The danger was not always out ahead, sometimes it lived in the things I said. The way I would pull away from relief before it had a chance to become belief. I asked myself, what am I protecting now? A future pain that has not shown me how. How many good days did I let pass by because I was busy waiting to say goodbye? Maybe peace is not a promise that lasts. Maybe nothing can erase what happened in the past. But I do not have to punish every bright day for the old nights that went another way. The peace I did not trust was never asking me to fall. It was asking me to stay when there was no fear at all. I do not need to ruin what is gentle in my hands. I can let a quiet life become something I understand. Now I am learning how to slow my pace, let a good moment look me in the face, let a kind word land without a test, let my own heart settle in my chest. The old alarms still speak sometimes, but I do not let them write every line. I can hear the warning without obeying, I can feel the fear without it staying. I can make plans and still be here, I can love deeply without rehearsing fear. I can hold joy without closing my fist, and let a calm day be what it is. There is courage in not running ahead, in letting the future wait instead, in trusting a room that feels at ease, in giving my nervous mind some peace. I will not call myself weak for being still, or think that rest means losing will. A man can be ready without being tense, a man can breathe without losing sense. And even if life changes, as life can do, I will meet it with what is true. But I will not spend every good hour making fear feel like a source of power. The peace I doubted is not a trap, it is a place I can finally unpack. Not forever promised, not perfectly known, just real enough to let it become home. The peace I did not trust is teaching me to breathe. I do not need a storm to prove there is strength in me. Let the quiet have its place, let the good days take their time. I am done mistaking fear for the only way to survive. Nothing is guaranteed, but this moment is here, and I will not abandon it before it has the chance to be mine. room got loud whenever I stepped inside. At first I thought the noise meant I had arrived. Every compliment landed clean and bright, like the world was finally saying I was right. People knew the name before they knew the man. Knew the wins, not the weight behind the plan. They saw the part of me that learned to stand tall. Never saw the private cost behind it all. I used to chase the feeling of being seen, like recognition could make the old doubts leave. Like enough approval would settle my mind and prove I had become somebody worth the time. But praise is quick, it moves where the light goes. It changes shape whenever the moment grows cold. One day you are surrounded by familiar faces, next day you are alone with the empty spaces. And that is when the question started to land. Who was there because they cared who I am? Who stayed close when I had nothing to offer? Who did I forget while I was moving farther? Yeah, I look back at the people who believed early, before the timing got good, before life hurt me. The ones who gave me truth when it was hard to hear, the ones who knew my fear and still stayed near. Did I return that love when I could finally breathe? Or did I start treating closeness like a thing to receive? Did I make room for the voices that shake me? Or let the noise around me slowly rearrange me? Success can make a man speak in a different tone. Start believing every good thing came alone. Forget the hands that helped him find his pace. Forget the heart behind a familiar face. And I asked what would remain when the crowd moved on, when the cars got fewer and the moment was gone. Would I still respect the way I chose to live? Would I know what I had taken, what I failed to give? Because a life is more than the names that cheer, more than the people who appear for a certain year. It is the way you show up when there is nothing to gain, the way you hold somebody when they carry pain. It is the truth you keep when the room gets thin, the way you speak to yourself when the doubts begin, the things you protect when nobody sees, the parts of your soul you refuse to trade for ease. When the noise fades, who will still know my heart? Who did I hold close, and who did I leave apart? Let the praise fall away, let the bright lights lose their name. I want a life that still means something when the noise fades. Now I measure my days by a different sign, by the people I can face with an honest mind, by the promises I keep when they are inconvenient, by the love I do not make into a statement. I want to call the ones I almost overlooked, make time for the names that never needed the look, give thanks without turning it into a show. Let the people who help me know that I know, and I want to treat myself with that same grace. Not only love the version that wins the race, not only respect the man when the results come through, but the tired one too, the uncertain one too. Because I have been loud in my own head, telling myself I was only worth what I led, only worth the proof, only worth the rise, only worth the image in another person's eyes. But a quieter life can still be whole, a simple day can still restore a soul. A few real voices can outweigh a room, a steady heart can outlast the moment's bloom. So I do not need to disappear from the world, I just will not let the world decide my worth. I can accept the love without becoming blind, and keep what matters closer than the shine. When the noise fades, I want truth in my hands, not a life built only on passing demands. I want old friends able to say my name, and know the success never made me change. I want to remember who I was before, and leave the door open in the heart, not the score. I want my peace to survive the applause, and my kindness to remain without a cause. When the noise fades, let me still have my heart. Let the ones who trust in me know I did not drift too far. Let the praise fall away, let the bright lights lose their name. I want a life that still means something when the noise fades. Let the room get quiet, let the headlines move on. What I keep will tell me who I was all along. Yeah. The city. The city. The city stayed in me after I changed the view, In the way I hear a promise and look for what is not true. Life got quieter, but my nerves kept score. A late reply could feel like trouble at the door. I learned to watch a room before I took a seat. Read every change of tone before a word could reach. When somebody got close, I kept part of me away. Like distance was the price that kept the herd at bay. They said I seen God, it may be hard to know. They never saw the reasons underneath it grow. I had lived too long expecting something to give, so peace felt unfamiliar even when I could live. I kept my plans private, kept my joy restrained. Like saying things out loud might make them easier to take. Even good days came with a hand on the brake, waiting for the moment everything would shake. The world had changed, but I had not caught up. Still holding old survival in an empty cup, trying to protect the life that was no longer there from dangers that existed mostly in the air. At night I could not always settle down. Every quiet moment made my thoughts get loud. I would check on things that did not need checking. Call it being careful, call it staying ready. Somebody would show love and I would test the truth. Not because they lied, but because I had proof that people can leave when you start to depend. And a soft beginning does not promise an end. So I treated new hearts like old history, made them answer for a place they had not been to see. I kept confusing memory with what was real. Let old pain decide how much I was allowed to feel. Then one day I caught it in the way I ran from a simple kindness I did not understand. Nobody was asking me to lose control. Nobody was trying to take another piece of my soul. That was when I saw the line I had ignored. The city made me cautious, not condemned forevermore. It gave me instincts, it gave me ways to survive, but it did not earn the right to drive my life. The city did not forget, it still lives in my pace, but it does not get the wheel. It does not choose my way. I can keep the lessons close without living in the fear. What once kept me standing does not have to keep me there. I am learning not to call every karma trap, not to let one old chapter pull me backward fast. I can notice the feeling without obeying it, let the alarm ring without becoming it. There are people in my life who deserve a chance, not a trial for every wound that I have had. They did not build the walls I learned to hide behind. They should not have to pay for another time. So I am making room for a slower breath, for trust that does not need to pass a test, for sleep that is not waiting on bad news, for choices made from what I want to do. I do not have to erase the road that shaped me, or act like the hard years never changed me. There is wisdom in the things I came through, but wisdom is not fear. With a better view, I can honor the boy who kept himself alert without letting him decide what every moment is worth. He did what he could with the world he knew. Now I owe him a life that feels more true. The city is still there in the way I see, but it is not the only voice speaking through me. I can move with memory, not beneath its command. Let the past be a story, not the head. The city did not forget, it still lives in my pace. It still lives, but it does not get the wheel. It does not choose my way. I can keep the lessons close and still let my heart move free. The city made a part of me, it does not get all of me. It does not get all of me. Yeah. Now. Yeah. We came up with nothing but a reason to stay. Held each other together on the hardest days. When the world looked past us, we stood as one. Made a home in the dark till the light would come. So I gave them my time like I owed every breath. Kept a seat for old promises long after they left. I defended bad choices I knew were not right, just because we had survived too many nights. I watched chances pass while I waited around. kept my voice down low so the peace stays sound. Every dream I had got pushed to the side for the fear that leaving men I changed inside. But loyalty started feeling like a debt, a life I was paying with a future I had not met. And I could not tell where love had gone when staying hurt more than moving on. Loyalty should not cost my life. I will not lose myself to keep the past alive. I can honor where we came from still, without letting it decide my will. Loyalty should not cost my name. I will not carry every old mistake. Not everybody from the old road was meant to see me old. They would say, remember who was there before. Like gratitude meant locking every door, like I had to make myself smaller to prove that I never forgot what we all went through. But memory can be a heavy chain when every old wound gets called the same. When silence becomes the price you pay to keep a bond that already changed. I saw how often I would let things slide, how I made excuses for a crooked side, how I called it family when it made me afraid to tell the truth about the choices they made. Or maybe they were scared of what would change if I stopped carrying all that weight the same. Maybe I was scared that I would be alone without the people that had known me grown. But I cannot build a future from guilt. Can I live inside a life somebody else built? I can love what was without staying blind. I can walk away and not leave my heart behind. I do not owe my future to the past, just because the old days held me fast. I can thank the hands that helped me stand and choose a life they may not understand. I can be loyal to the truth in me. Not every history deserves eternity. Some people teach you how to survive, then cannot follow where you need to ride. So I stopped asking who would take it wrong, started asking where I truly belong. Not in a place where I had to pretend that losing myself was being a friend. I gave enough to prove the love was real. Now I owe myself the right to heal. I owe the younger me a life with room, not another locked and borrowed truth. I do not need to turn the past to dust or make the people I knew into enemies just because. Some ties are real, but seasons still change, and growing apart does not erase the name. I can carry respect without the weight. I can leave before I learn to hate. I can be grateful for the road we shared and still admit I cannot live there. The hardest part was not saying goodbye. It was learning not to call it a lie. What we had mattered, that remains true. But I cannot keep losing me for loyalty. Should not cost my life. I will not lose myself to keep the past alive. I can honor where we came from still, without letting it decide my will. Loyalty should not cost my name. I will not carry every old mistake. Not everybody from the old road was meant to see me all the way home. I did not leave because the past meant nothing. I left because my future had started asking for a place to breathe. You never came to tell me what I had to be. No list of broken parts you wanna fix to me. You just stayed in the quiet when my answers got thin. Made room for the pieces I kept folded within. I had known the tension that would turn into demand, so I watched every kindness with a careful hand. Thought every gentle word had a hidden price. Thought every open heart would change its mind twice. But you were not in a hurry to make me explain. You You never made my silence something to shame. When I pulled back, you did not turn it to blame. You kept the same patience, you kept the same name. That confused me at first. I was built for the test. For the moment, good things start asking for the rest. So I kept part of my life where you could not see. Like closeness had to stop before it reached me. You would sit with my distance, never making a scene, never asking me to become somebody clean. And somewhere in that calm, I began to see you were not trying to own any part of me.
I took the hand I used to leave. Let something good stay close to me. It did not take my strength away. It gave the weight a place to rest. I thought control meant carrying on.
No.
Now I can answer when you call. The hand I finally took did not make me less who I was.
Still I made it hard when it started feeling real. Found small reasons to question what I could feel. A late message, one wrong tone in your voice, and now I will start preparing for a different choice. I nearly broke a good thing, trying to stay prepared. Treated care like a risk I should already fear. I would turn one small doubt into a reason to run before the moment had a chance to become. You saw the ways I tried to make a distance grow, the way I used old memories to make you go. But you did not chase me with some desperate claim. You gave me room, but you did not disappear the same. You had your limits, you had a life of your own. You never made your patience feel like alone. And that was the first kind of care I could trust. Something steady without turning into dust. You were not there to rescue me from my past. You just showed me not every good thing leaves fast. You let me choose the pace, let me tell the truth, and did not make my fear the whole proof. Strength is not a lock, hand closed too tight. It is knowing when to let somebody stand nearby. Not every open palm is asking for my soul. Not every shared step is a loss of control. I can keep my own voice, keep my own ground, and still let another heart stay around. There is no shame in the burden becoming less when somebody meets it with tenderness. Now when your care comes near, I do not turn away. I let a good moment have a chance to stay. I do not write the ending before the page. I do not make old fear decide my age. Some nights the old reflex still speaks in my head, tells me to disappear before I can be left. But I give it a moment, I let it pass through. Then I look at the truth of what you actually do. You have been present without making a show. You have been honest when you did not know. You never promised more than a person can give. You just matched your words with the way that you live. That taught me more than all the years alone, that being independent is not made of stone. It can mean knowing where my limits are and letting somebody walk beside me that far. I am not losing myself by letting you in. I am not weaker because I am not carrying everything. A lighter life is not a life with less pride. It is a life where love can stand beside. So I take your hand without giving up mine. No false surrender, no borrowed design. Just two people making the weight more fair, and learning that care can stay where it is there.
I took the hand I used to leave. Let a patient love come close to me. It did not take my strength away. It gave the weight a place to rest. I thought control meant carrying on. Now I can answer when you call. The hand I finally took brought a softer life into my heart.
It was not losing control. It was finally learning that a life shared honestly
can still belong to me.
They put the offer where my hunger could see, a quicker way to become who I said I would be. More room, more power, more people saying my name. All I had to do was let somebody else take blame. They said this is business, do not take it to heart. like a clean conscience. Was a weakness from the start, like a quiet lie. Was just part of the climb, and another man's loss was not mine to mine. But I knew what the deal was asking me to be. A man who could look away and still sleep easy. A man who called silence wisdom when it served. A man who took more than he honestly earned. For a second I could feel the fast life call, the kind that makes a weak foundation look tall. But every gain has a voice when the room turns still, and I knew that price would outlive the thrill. When the lights go out and the crowd moves on, I need a name I can still stand on. Let the fast way call, let the whole world wait. I will not trade my soul for a higher place. A name worth keeping is more than praise, more than a wind that can fade away. I would rather move slow and remain true than reach the top as someone I never knew. I have seen men praised for the things they hid. Heard the room call greatness what the damage did. Watch respect get built from fear and noise, while the people who paid never had a choice. That is not power, that is borrowed ground. Allow success with no truth underneath the sound. It may shine for a minute, it may fill a room, but every crooked step leaves a shadow to assume. I did not come this far to lose my face, or make my future somebody else's disgrace. I know what it feels like to want more, to see one open chance and forget what it is for. But there are things no reward can replace. The way you meet your own eyes in the quiet space, the way your word still carries when no one checks, the way you hold your head after the deal is dead. So I let the easy answer pass my hand. Let them call me foolish for the way I stand. Some doors close when you refuse the cost, but not every closed door means something was lost. A name is not the noise that follows you, it is what remains when nobody's viewing you. It is how you move when the truth gets hard, how you treat a life that cannot raise your card. It is choosing not to make another bleed for a version of success you do not need. It is knowing every shortcut has a sound and refusing to let it take you down. I would take the long way with my hands clean, build what I can stand inside of me. Let the waiting teach me what the rush cannot. Let the slower path reveal what money forgot. I do not need a victory that leaves me split, one part rising while the other cannot live with it. I want a life that stays whole at the core, not a bigger room with a locked in a door. Maybe they will pass me, maybe they will laugh, maybe they will call integrity a slower path. But I have seen what happens when the shine wears thin, and a man has to face what he became to win. I would rather carry less and carry it right, than hold the world and lose myself at night. I would rather leave a promise in my name than make my future answer for my shame. So let the numbers change, let the praise come and go, let the outside world decide what it thinks it knows. When all of that fades, I want one thing clear: I did not lose myself to get here. When the lights go out and the crowd moves on, I need a name I can still stand on. Let the fast way call, let the whole world wait. I will not trade my soul for a higher place. It's a name worth keeping is more than praise, more than a wind that can fade away. I would rather move slow and remain true than reach the top as someone I never knew. Fame can leave without a warning. The room can empty, but my name will still be mine. When there's nobody left to hear it. Yeah. Yeah. We never had the kind of ending people name. No slam door, no last word, no one to blame. Just less calls, less time, less truth in between. Till the bond we trusted faded out of scene. We still nodded when we passed through the same place. Still knew each other's history by face. Still spoke with respect, still kept it polite. But nothing real ever made it through the night. I knew you were carrying more than you said. You knew I was tired in ways I never read, but we kept it light. Talk work in a week like honesty was something neither could reach. Maybe we were scared of what it might uncover, that we had grown into strangers from each other. So we let the silence do what fear can do, turn two people close into two people who knew. We never broke, we just went quiet. Let the years say what we would not try to. I still know your name brothers with a shared old flame, now passing by without saying the same. I remember when the look was all it took. You could read the whole chapter without the book. We would laugh through trouble, make the worst feel small. Never thought distance could touch us at all, but life gets loud in the quieter way. Not one big storm, just a slow delay. A promise pushed back, a message left late. A truth that waits too long becomes weight. I wanted to ask if you still felt lost, if success had given more than it cost, if the people around you knew when you were down, or if you wore that calm like I wore mine around. But I did not know where to start the line, how to say, brother, I have been losing time, how to admit that I missed what we had, without making the distance feel worse or sad. So I chose the easy words, the safe reply. You did the same and the days went by. We kept the memory but not the door, and called it friendship when it was becoming more. No betrayal, no enemy, no final fight. Just two good men who stopped speaking right, both waiting for the other to go first, both hiding the question beneath the surface. And maybe that is how some bonds disappear, not from hate but from unspoken fear. You do not lose them in a single day, you lose them one unfinished truth away. Now I know silence can feel like care, like giving somebody space because you were scared. But love is not always leaving room. Sometimes it is asking what lives in the gloom. So I am learning not to wait too long, not to let pride write the final song, to say you have been on my mind lately, and mean the parts that still feel heavy. I do not need to blame you for the years. We both had reasons, we both had fears, but I refuse to call it nothing now, when something real still lives somehow. Maybe we cannot return to who we were, maybe time has changed every old word, but I would rather risk an honest sound than let another good thing fade without a ground. So here is the question I should have said. How have you really been inside your head? Not what you achieved, not where you have gone, just whether you have been carrying it along. We never broke, we just went quiet. Let the years say what we would not try to. I still know your name by heart, but I do not know where you are. We never broke, we just stood still, too proud to ask what the silence killed. Two brothers with a shared old flame, still one honest truth away from the same. Some friendships do not end with a wound, they end when nobody asks the question that could have kept them alive.
Yeah. Yeah.
The message came sideways, dressed as a question. Same old language, same old intention. Not looking for truth, not trying to be clear, just testing if the old me was still near. A few words meant to pull me back inside, a familiar argument I had already survived. They knew which memory could turn my tone, knew how to make an old wound feel close to home. Years ago I would've written it all back, line by line, trying to straighten every fact, make sure they felt every part they denied, make my case so loud it could not hide. I thought a sharp reply could settle the score, thought the last word might close the door. But every time I gave that fight my breath, I gave an old problem another chance to live. I had spent too many nights proving pain to people who only came to provoke it again. And I could feel the old reflex rise, trying to turn a quiet moment into another fight. My hands knew the pattern before my mind, the urge to correct, explain, and remind, to make them face the way they left things bent, to show them the cost of every moment spent. But I stopped before I gave it a name, and asked what I would actually gain. But one more answer change who they were, but one more argument make the past occur. Some people do not reach for repair, they reach for a reaction to know you are there. They throw old words where they know they can land, and wait for your peace to slip from your hands. And I had let that happen more than once, mistook defending myself for getting justice. But not every challenge deserves my time, not every accusation belongs in my mind. I could could feel the noise trying to take control, trying to turn one moment into my whole soul. Then I saw the truth beneath the demand. I did not have to step where they wanted me to stand. I could let the silence say what it meant. I am not available for what this represents. I do not owe my night to a wound from before. I do not have to reopen that door. That night I chose not to answer. I let the old noise pass. Some words come looking for a wound I would not give them access. Silence did not make me smaller. It gave the night back to me. I left the fight where it found me and let my life move free. At first it felt strange to leave it unsaid, like a part of me still wanted to be understood instead. But peace is not always a perfect explanation. Sometimes it is refusing another invitation. I did not need them to know I was right. Did not need them to regret that night. Their version of me could stay where it began. It did not have to become my plan. There is strength in keeping your voice for the places where it can build, where it can reach real faces, where a hard conversation still has a chance, where two people are trying to understand. But this was not that, and I knew it clear. No honest ground, no reason to stay near. Just a no cycle asking me to repeat a familiar kind of loss dressed up as heat. So I put the burden down without a scene. Let the quiet become something clean. No long reply, no short goodbye. No need to prove that I could survive. I walked back into the life I was making, the part of myself I had stopped forsaking. And the more the old noise faded away, the more I knew I had won that day. Not against them, not against the past, but against the habit that would never let peace last. I chose the future over being heard and found more power in an unsent word. I had 1,000 reasons I could recite, 1,000 ways to make the record right, but none of them could give me back the time, and none of them deserved another night of mine. A reply can win a line, not meant to year. Some people only grow when no one is near. So I kept my answer where it could not be used, and walked away with nothing left to lose. Salute, salute, salute.
That night I chose not to answer,
And nothing in me broke.
the world did not need my defense.
The silence finally spoke.
Silence did not make me smaller.
It gave the night back to me.
Not every noise deserves my name.
Not every fight belongs to me. Yo, I learned to solve the problem before it had a name. Keep my face composed, make the pressure look tame. When somebody offered help, I would answer I'm straight. Like needing anything could make them hesitate. I carried every burden where nobody could see. Made a habit out of saying leave it all to me. Not because I love the weight upon my back, I just never trusted someone else to stay on track. I had seen good intentions fade with time, heard promises disappear before the line. So I built a way of living on my own, turned every open hand into a closed unknown. They called me independent, said I knew my way. They did not see the fear beneath the phrase. I was not trying to prove that I was tough, I just never thought that I deserved enough. I was the boy who never asked, cause I thought every hand would leave too fast. But maybe love is not a debt I owe. Maybe I can let somebody know I do not have to stand alone. A hand held out can still feel like home. I was the boy who never asked. Now I am learning I can trust at last. It was never pride, it was a private rule. Do not depend, do not look like a fool. Do not wait for someone to come through. Do not let your need give power over you. So I kept my trouble folded, out of sight. Turned long hard days into yeah, I'm alright. And when somebody tried to look too deep, I changed the subject, made another promise to keep. I thought accepting care would cost me something, like kindness always came with hidden strings. Like every favor had a future price, and being helped would mean I lost my right to call myself the man I said I'd be the one who never needed company. But self-reliance can become a wall when it keeps every good thing out of reach of all. Then someone stay without demanding proof. Did not try to fix me or force the truth. They just made space for what I could not say. And for the first time I did not run away. They did not ask me to become brand new. They only said you do not have to do every hard thing with nobody near. You can let somebody meet you here. That hit different than the words I knew. No pressure, no promise they could not prove. Just patience where I expected doubt. A quiet kind of love that did not wear out. Now I'm practicing a different way. Letting one honest sentence have its place. Saying I could use a hand today without feeling like it takes my strength away. It still feels strange when somebody stays. Still feels unfamiliar to be held in grace. But I am starting to believe what I denied, that being cared for does not make me less inside. The younger me had reasons to be closed. He did his best with what he thought he knew. He learned to rise because nobody came. But that does not mean I have to stay the same. I can keep the strength that got me through without refusing every kindness that is true. I can let support become part of my life without mistaking closeness for a night. So when the weight returns and I feel small, I will not make a home inside it all. I will remember I am more than what I carry, and let the people who love me walk beside me. Yeah. Every hand will leave too fast. But maybe love is not a debt I owe. Maybe I can let somebody know I do not have to stand alone. A hand held out can still feel like home. I was the boy who never asked. Now I am learning I can trust at last. I still know how to stand alone. Yeah, I learned to take the blame before the facts were clear. Put the weight on my back just to keep the peace near. Kept my voice low when my own heart hurt. Made myself smaller so the moment would work. At home I could feel when the air turned tense. So I traded my truth for a softer sentence. In love I would bend till there was nothing left, calling it patience while I swallowed the rest. With friends I would fix what I did not break. Say the words they needed just to keep them from escape. I thought being good meant carrying it all, never asking whose hands it started to fall. After a while it became who I seemed, the one who apologized before he could dream. But every false sorry took something from me, till I forgot I deserved some safety too. I paid a debt I never owed, folded my truth so your peace could hold. I can be kind and still draw the line. What belongs to you is no longer mine. I paid a debt I never owed, carried your weather through every cold. My heart has a right to breathe. I can protect it and still be me. There is a difference between care and fear, between staying close and disappearing. I never knew it when I was younger. I thought love meant feeding somebody else's hunger. So when they got distant, I rushed to repair. Took the first blame just to keep them there. Even when my own hurt had a name, I would bury it deep and take the shame. I make excuses for the way they changed. Told myself pain made their actions strange. But pain can't explain what somebody does. It does not make their burden belong to us. I let too many people call me strong, when all I did was accept what was wrong. I wore their anger like a suit that fit, then wondered why my own reflection quit. The hardest truth was seeing the trade, how much of myself
I had quietly paid, not for peace, not for love, not for grace, but for the fear of being left in their place.
Then I caught that old reflex halfway through, a practice surrender dressed as virtue. And I asked myself, who am I saving now? Why does my pain
Always have to bow.
I can listen without taking the blame,
I can care
without carrying your name.
An apology means something when it is true.
It loses its soul
When it is forced out of you.
Now I pause before I take the weight, ask if it is mine or somebody else's escape. I do not have to fix each mood I meet, or lay my worth beneath somebody else's feet. I can say that hurt me and let it stand. I can ask for respect without a shaking hand. I can leave a conversation unfinished without believing that my love has diminished. My kindness is not a place to hide. Every truth another person will not decide. My heart is not the bill for their pain. I will not keep paying it again and again. I know the old habit will
Call me back, tell me silence is the safer track. But safety is not losing my voice, and guilt is not the same as a choice. So I will keep the love that is honest and fair. Keep the ones who meet me halfway there. And where I used to bow to survive, I will stand with myself and stay alive. I paid a debt I never owed, holding my truth so your peace could hold. I can be kind and still draw the line. What belongs to you is no longer mine. I paid a debt I never owed, but I am done carrying that load. My heart has a right to breathe. I can protect it and still be me.
I am not the bill
For somebody else's pain.
I am not the silence
That makes their wrong feel safe.
I am allowed
To stay with me.
Yeah. I still remember when we all wanted more. Not a perfect life, just an open door. We carried the same weight in different ways. Kept each other steady through the harder days. Some got chances, some got left behind. Some were still fighting battles in their mind. And when my own life started feeling clear, I felt the kind of guilt I could not name at first. How do you breathe when someone you love cannot? How do you rest when they're giving all they got? I would downplay every good thing that came, like joy would somehow make me hard to claim. I thought my peace was something I should hide, like moving forward meant I left them all behind. But every step I took was built with what we shared. The strength they gave me was still living there. I never made it on my own, I know. There are names inside the way I learned to grow. So every time the old guilt finds a way, I remind myself that love is not self-pain.
I made it out,
but part of me stayed with every soul that could not be saved.
I will not forget
what brought me through. I carry their hope in the life I choose.
I made it out,
but I still remain close to the hearts that carry the strain. I do not need to lose my life to prove I remember every fight. There were nights I felt ashamed to feel okay, like peace was something I should push away. Like if I smiled, I turned my back somehow on every friend still trying to make it out. But pain is not a promise I must keep, and grief is not the only way to feel deep. I can honor every hand that held me up without refusing every good thing that comes. I can speak their names without becoming small. I can rise and still remember where I fall. I can make room for joy without regret, and keep the parts of me that will not forget. Maybe survival looks different when it lands. Maybe one gets steady while another understands. Maybe life is never fair in equal ways, but love can still be honest through the change. So I send no pity from a higher place, just respect for every person finding grace. I know how close the ground can feel. I know some wounds take years to heal. I used to think I owed the past my pain, that I had to stay hurting to remain the same. Now I know the truth is harder, but it is kind. I can move ahead and still keep them in mind. I can build a life that does not turn away. I can show up without drowning in the weight. I can be grateful for the breath I found, and still hear every voice that held me down. I made it out. But part of me stayed with every soul that could not be saved. I will not forget what brought me through. I carry their hope in the life I choose. I made it out, but I still remain close to the hearts that carry the strain. I do not need to lose my life to prove I remember every fight. Ooh, I did not leave the past behind. Oh, I learned how to carry it without breaking. I did not leave the past behind. I built it high so they could see. But their old words kept living in me. What is a win when it still needs proof? What is freedom when it answers to you? Yeah. I remember every look that cut me down, every quiet little laugh when I was not around. They made small sound like it was all I could be, like the world had a limit and it ended with me. So I made a vow nobody else could hear. Turned every doubt into a reason to disappear. Not run away, I mean run ahead, with the disbelief repeating inside my head. I worked with a fire that was never calm. Every good result felt like a note in my palm. I wanted to hold it up where they could not ignore. Make every closed mind wish it opened the door. I did not chase peace, I chased their surprise. Chased the moment regret would show in their eyes. Every step forward carried somebody behind, like I had given no pain the keys to my mind. And it made me sharp, it made me hard to reach. Made every blessing feel like another speech. I kept asking the world to confirm my worth, like I could rewrite every wound from my birth. The years went by and the work got loud. More people knew me, more rooms felt proud. I had what I once believed would settle the score, but the score kept changing and it asked for more. One achievement became another demand. One full hand still reached for a larger hand, because revenge never says you have arrived. It keeps a man working just to feel alive. I would hear good news and think of their names, not because I missed them, because I wanted them ashamed. That is when I saw what I had become. Still trying to win an argument already done. They were not in the room, but they shaped my pace. Their old opinions still had a seat in my space, and every new height had a shadow below. The part of me still needing them to know I had built a life that looked like release, but I was carrying conflict into every piece. No chain on my wrist, no lock on my door. Still living for people I did not live for anymore. I built it high so they could see, but their own words kept living in me. What is a win, what it still needs proof? What is freedom when it answers to you? I do not need your regret to rise. I do not need your eyes to recognize the life I built has to feel like mine. Not a reply to another time. Then I ask myself, who am I without the fight? Without a name to prove wrong every night. What would I choose if no one came to judge? What would success become without the grudge? The question hurt, but it opened the way. A future not built from what they used to say. A life with room for joy that was not defense. A reason to move that finally made sense. Now I am learning to lower the noise. Let purpose speak before my old wounds choose. There are dreams I still want, plans I will make, but not as a message for somebody to take. I want the work to mean something to me, not just become a public memory. I wanna laugh when the good days come, without checking who is no longer the one. I can respect the hunger that carried me far. It kept the light alive when life left a scar. But hunger needs a home beyond pain, or it will turn every blessing into strain. So I release the people who doubted my name, not because they were right, not because I am tame, but because I refuse to give them control over the reason I keep feeding my soul. They can keep their version of who I was. I have no more need to rise, because the future is bigger when it is not a war. And I do not need a witness at the door.
what is a win? It is finally true when it does not have to answer to you. I do not need your regret to rise. I do not need your eyes to recognize the life I build has to feel like mine. A place of peace, not another sign. The past can be part of the story. It cannot be the reason for every page that comes next.
Yeah. They gave me reasons to let my heart go cold. A friend who knew the truth, then changed the story told. A promise made with care, then broken without shame. A hand that said it loved me, then forgot my name. I learned how unfair can sharpen the tongue, how a cruel reply can feel right when you were young, how hurt can make a man collect every wrong, till resentment starts sounding like where he belongs. I had enough pain to build a case against every person who got near my space. Enough old grief to make distance seem wise, enough disappointment to distrust clear eyes. There was a version of me starting to grow, one that made every answer harder to know, one that saw one bad memory in every face and used old damage to control every place. Then I heard my own voice losing its care, turning small mistakes into something unfair. And I understood what the hurt wanted from me, another life shaped by what it did not heal in me. Every day I choose the man that pain tried to take from me. I will not hand a new heart, an old wound's history. I stop the hurt within my hands before it starts again. The discipline of not becoming bitter is how I remain myself. It's how I remain myself. I started seeing how a wound can travel, how one hard season makes a person unravel. It does not always scream, it can sound composed, like a quiet kind of cold behind the way you close. Someone asks a question, I turn it to a trial. Someone misses a step, I answer with denial. Someone shows concern, I read it as control. That is how old pain keeps reaching for the soul. It does not care who stands in front, it only wants a place to land its hurt. And every time I let it choose my tone, I gave my past another room inside my home. Then I saw somebody flinch at words I threw, and it felt like meeting what the pain could do. Not because I meant to become unkind, but because bitterness grows where you stop looking inside. Being hurt did not give me a right to make another person carry my fight. Being left did not make it fair to treat every bond like it would not be there. I had to face that strength was more than building a lock behind every door. It was holding the line without turning cool, keeping my heart from becoming a tool. It is not one grand moment where the darkness leaves. It is 1,000 small choices in the way I speak. A pause before the answer, a breath before the blame, a chance to let a heart feeling pass without a name. Say no without a cut, walk away without contempt. Keep a boundary firm without making it defense. Let grief be grief, not a weapon in my hand. Let people be themselves, not a replay of the past. I still remember what was taken from me, the trust that changed, the love that did not stay clean. I do not need to rewrite it into less. The hurt was real, and so was the mess. But memory can teach without ruling the room. It can show me the road without deciding my move. Some doors are closed cause they should remain. Some names are lessons I will not explain. Forgiveness is not pretending nothing was lost. It is refusing to let hate set the cost. It is knowing where the line belongs without carrying poison for too long. The people who hurt me can live with their choice. I do not need to become that echoing voice. I do not need to make a stranger pay for the weight of an old unfinished day. There is a part of me I will protect, not the pride, not the need for respect. The part that still knows how to give with care, the part that can't stay human when life is unfair. That is not weakness, that is work. That is meeting every old wound first. That is choosing not to make my pain the only thing my life can explain. Every day I choose discipline
of not becoming bitter is how I keep my life.
The hurt was real, the line is real, and neither one
has to become another wound.
Yeah. Yeah. Every time the fear got loud, they called my name. I knew how to make a shaking voice feel safe. I could sit with the hurt they could not explain, find a little calm inside a heavy day. I became the answer before they asked, the steady breath when their courage cracked. They loved the peace that I gave away, never saw what it took for me to stay that way. When my own heart started losing sound, I kept it low, kept it buried down. Said I'm good like a line I knew, made it easy so they would not have to. Maybe I believed if I needed less, I would never become another kind of stress. So I held the weight with a careful smile and forgot to ask myself how I survived.
I held the world when it was falling apart, but nobody asked what was breaking in my heart.
I kept saying,
you'll be fine, all along, till I could not hear what my own voice had gone.
Yeah, they call me
The strong one,
standing tall.
but strong does not mean I need no one at all.
Yeah, I learned early when the tension got near, my first instinct was to disappear. Not leave the room, just leave my needs, make myself small so the moment could breathe. I knew the right words when the bond went thin, how to hold the silence without stepping in, how to carry a grief that was never mine and still make it seem like I was doing fine. I gave advice with a steady hand, made broken things feel like they could stand. But every time they leaned into me, I moved one step further from what I need. No one was cruel, no one meant harm. They only knew the version with the open arms, and I kept giving them the part they knew, till there was almost nothing left that felt true. Then one soft question stopped me cold. Who keeps you close when you cannot hold? It was simple, almost passing by, but it reached the place I had kept denied. I could not answer, and that scared me most. I had become a shelter without a voice, carrying everybody through their pain, while mine kept rising without a name. So I said I'm tired, and the ground stayed still. Said I need help, and I did not lose will. Nothing shattered when I told the truth. I only found a little room to move. There is no prize for being out of reach, no shame in needing what you freely teach. I can be steady and still let go. I can be strong and let somebody know. Now I let the silence turn my way, let the feeling finish what it has to say. I do not have to be the wall each time. I can rest without losing my mind. No more hiding underneath, I'm fine. No more leaving my own heart behind. The hand that gives can learn to receive. The strong one still deserves relief.
I held the world when it was falling apart. Then somebody asked what was breaking in my heart.
I do not have to
carry it all alone. I can let the truth become my home.
They called
me the strong one,
standing tall.
standing tall.
Now I know I can still
Need someone. I can hold my ground. I can still be true
and let a little care
come back through. The strong one
needs a hand sometimes,
the strong one
needs a place to breathe
I can stay strong
and still be seen.
and still be seen. Oh.
I waited for the words to make it right. for you to name the ache you left behind. But years moved on, you never came. So I stopped putting my peace inside your name.
Yeah, I kept a place inside my mind for your return. One honest talk, one sign that you would learn. I thought a clear confession would explain why I carried every question with the pain. I replayed the moments like a case to prove. Tried to find a line where I could start to move. Maybe if you said, I know what I did, the part of me that hurt will finally live. Not disappear, just stop feeling unseen. Stop wondering whether I imagined what it meant. Cause when somebody leaves a wound unnamed, you start to doubt the memory and blame your own frame. So I waited for a message that would never arrive. Made your absence part of how I measured my life. Every year without a word, kept asking me why. Like my healing had a number you could only supply.
I wanted you to look at what you left behind, not to punish you, just to settle my mind. I needed proof that the pain was real, like I could not trust my own heart to feel.
Then I saw how much of me was standing still, waiting on a person with no wish to rebuild. You had moved on without looking back, while I kept reaching for a truth you never had. Maybe you could not face what you had done. Maybe saying sorry was too much to become. Maybe you rewrote it so you could sleep and made my side of it too small to keep. But whatever story you decided was fair could not change the fact that I was hurt right there. I did not need your version to make it true. I did not need your eyes to approve what I knew. That was hard to learn, but it gave me ground. I stopped searching for you in every unanswered sound. Stopped handing you the power to decide whether the wound had a reason to survive. Yeah.
You may never understand the cost, never see the parts of me that got lost, but I cannot leave my life on hold for someone who chose not to see what they brought. The apology I never received kept one door unlocked inside of me.
Yeah.
I thought your words would set me free, till I saw I held the key. You may never call it what it was, but I know the weight of what it does. I do not need your voice to prove the hurt I had.
Yeah.
Was true.
So I named it myself, without your defense, without your side, without false pretense. I said, that hurt, and I let it stand. No more needing permission to understand. Closure is not always two people talking. Sometimes it is one heart finally walking. The weight from the place it kept returning to, with a truth that does not need to pass through you. I do not wish you pain for what you gave. I do not need revenge to feel brave. I just will not keep a part of me waiting at the edge of your accountability. There are better things to carry now, a life that does not ask me to bow to an old memory, an older man, or a person who would not take my hand. I can remember without reopening the door. I can know I deserve more. I can take the lesson and let it rest without making your regret my test. Because my healing is not a favor you grant, not a sentence you say because you finally understand. It starts the moment I decide my own truth is enough to stand beside. So I released the answer I kept chasing down, released the hope that you would come around. Not because it never mattered to me, but because it mattered enough to set me free. And one day, when your name crosses my mind, it will not pull me back to another time. It will simply be a page I outgrew, a story that ended without the words from you.
The apology I never received no longer keeps a door in me. I found the truth beneath the bruise and made my peace without your news. You may never call it what it was, but I know the weight of what it does. I do not need your voice to prove the hurt I had was true.
You never gave me the ending,
so I gave myself
the honesty, yeah, you would not bring.
Yeah. How was the call when the whole thing fell apart? The steady voice when panic filled the heart. I knew what to say when the answers ran thin. Held the weight outside so nobody saw it sink in. I took the hard side, made the next move. Turned confusion into something people could use when fear came close. I was standing in front, made being needed feel like being enough. I learned to read a face before a word, catch the quiet hurt nobody ever heard. I kept the peace when the room lost shape, built my whole name around keeping folks safe. But nobody asked what it cost to stay calm. Nobody noticed when the strength was gone. They saw a wall and assumed no rain could ever find a way through that frame. I wore that robe till it fit like skin. The man who never breaks, the man who wins. But every shield gets heavy in time, especially when nobody sees what is behind. I kept everyone safe from the storm, but who was there when I could not stay strong? I held the roof above every name, while the rain kept falling on me the same. I kept everyone safe through the night, but even strong hands need somewhere to hide. I do not need to carry it all, I need one place where I can fall. There were days I smiled just to keep them still. Said I got it when I had no will. Kept my own hurt under lock and key, cause everybody trusted the strong in me. They brought me their doubt, their grief, their fears. I made room for every one of their tears. But when my voice got low, when my eyes looked tired, they called it nothing, said I was just wired. Maybe I thought I might have missed the signs by making pain look organized, by turning every wound into a plan and every weak moment into I'm good, man. Still, there is a part of me that wanted someone to notice what the silence haunted. Not come to fix me, not make a scene, just sit beside the parts I kept unseen. I did not want a crown for standing tall, I only wanted not to stand alone through all. And that truth hit harder than any fight. The man who holds the line still needs a light. I am not less because I need support. I am not weak because the pressure hurts. A strong back does not mean a heart of stone. It only means I carry too much alone. I can say, today I need a hand, without losing who I understand I am. I can let somebody see the ache before the burden turns into a break. Now, I am learning how to leave room for my own voice when the silence blooms. How to say, I cannot fix this tonight, and trust that love will still remain in sight. I can let the people near me know there are storms inside I do not always show. I can stop confusing care with control and let somebody else protect my soul. The world may still expect me to be strong, but I do not have to prove them right all along. I can be steady and still be tired. I can be brave and still need a father. There is no shame in lowering the guard, no failure in admitting life gets hard. The ones who love me do not need a hero, they need the truth even when it feels narrow. So I will not disappear behind the role or trade my peace for being in control. I will keep my heart where it can be seen, not just the man they thought I had to be. I kept everyone safe from the storm, but who was there when I could not stay strong? I held the roof above every name, while the rain kept falling on me the same. I kept everyone safe through the night, but even strong hands need somewhere to hide. I do not need to carry it all, I need one place where I can fall. The one who gives the shelter still needs shelter too. I am learning how to ask for what I gave to you.
I had one picture of the way it had to go, one straight line from the work to what I hope to know.
Every choice I made was tied to that result. Like a different kind of future, man, I had to be at fault. I gave that plan my youth, my sleep, my name. Measured every passing year by how close it came. People asked what I would do if it fell apart. I would laugh it off, but never gave it thought. Cause I did not build room for another way. I built my whole worth around a certain day, a certain answer, a certain place, a certain version of success I had to chase. Then the ground changed under everything I knew. One decision, one turn, and the old route blew. The thing I gave my faith to could not stand, and all I had left was an empty hand. I did not know who I was without the goal, without that promise sitting at the center of my soul. It felt like every mile had been a waste, like I had lost my future and my place. For a while, I made failure my only name. Could not separate the loss from who I became. Every question from a friend felt hard to hear. Every kind word made the shame feel near. I would look at people moving on with their lives and feel like I had missed the only train outside. Like the world had kept a record of my fall, and I had nothing left to offer it at all. But grief has a way of clearing out a room when the thing you trusted leaves you with the truth. No more pretending that I loved that road. No more calling every burden the chosen load. I started singing things I had pushed aside. Small interests, old instincts, parts of my mind that never fit the plan I used to defend, but kept returning when the old dream ended. There were people I had not made time to know, skills I had ignored because they did not serve the goal. Questions I had buried under all that drive, now asking what I really wanted from my life. When the plan came down, I thought I went with it, but the life I lost was not the life I needed. What broke open then showed a wider sky. The road I thought was over was where I learned to try. I had confused one answer with a destiny, one closed path with the end of possibility. But life is not a test with one right page. It can begin again at any age. The old plan gave me discipline, gave me scars, gave me proof I could move through darker parts. But I do not owe my future to its design, just because it once convinced me it was mine. So I stopped trying to rebuild what had collapsed. Stopped making every new idea answer to the past. I let myself be new with something again. Let uncertainty become a kind of friend. There were days I still miss the old direction, miss the comfort of a clear projection. But a map can feel safe and still be small. A fixed destination can hide a wider call. I found work that asked for more of who I am, not just the part that could follow a command. Found room to make mistakes without the shame. Found people who did not need me to stay the same. The failure did not turn into a gift overnight. It hurt because I had given it my life, but it made me look where I would not look before, at the locked up parts I had kept from the door. Now I see that the ending was not the proof that I was weak or lost or out of use. It was the moment I could finally hear a different future speaking clear. I still honor the man who made that plan. He did the best he could with what he understood then. But I am not that same man anymore, and the life ahead asked something. Came down, I thought I went with it. Now I see the loss made room for something different. What broke open then let a new light in. The life I thought had ended was where mine could begin. The old plan failed, but I did not. I just became someone who could finally see
beyond it.
I saw it in your eyes before you turned away. How my silence made the moment feel unsafe. I did not raise my voice, I did not call your name, but cold can leave a mark that feels the same. I knew that look because I wore it first, trying to stay small when the feeling hurt. I learned to read the air before a word, learned to fear the things that went unheard. For years I called it nature, called it me, like the past that written all I had to be. Like every wall I built was just my skin, not an old defense I kept living in. Then I watched you carry what I gave, a quiet fear you never should have saved. And something in me finally understood, pain can travel farther than it ever should.
What broke me won't become your chain.
The hurt ends here.
It won't wear your name.
I won't pass down.
I won't pass down what I survived.
I choose a softer
way to stay alive.
Yeah. I used to think that distance kept me strong, that shutting down could never do much wrong. I thought restraint was proof that I was grown, but love cannot keep growing without being known. Every wound I carried had a hidden cost. Every time I hardened, something else got lost. I made a shelter out of being numb, then wondered why no warmth could ever come. But I can see the pattern when it starts, the overreaction rising through my heart. I can stop before the silence turns to blame. I can say the truth without making shame. I can let a younger soul feel safe without asking them to earn their place. I can hold my fear without letting it lead. I can give the care I once would not receive. The past may tell me why I learned to hide, but it cannot choose the man I am inside. I cannot change the hands that shape my pain, but I can make sure it does not leave again. No more calling damage destiny. No more making fear my legacy. No more asking love to understand why I disappear before I take a stand. I can own the hurt without becoming it. I can break the pattern when I notice it. I can let the old weight lose its claim. I can stop the fire before it takes your name. Yeah, there were things I wish I knew before. How a gentle word can open up a door. How saying I was wrong can make room for a different kind of life to bloom. I do not need perfection to begin. I just need the courage to look within, to catch the moment when I wanna close and choose a truth that lets us both grow. You do not owe me patience for my past. You do not have to carry what I cast. I will not make my history your test. I will not call my damage love at best. Maybe healing is a simple vow, to do one thing more gently now, to let the pain stop where it reached my hands and build a future it cannot command. I was given wounds I did not choose, but I will not give you what I had to lose. The story changes when I make it clear. What hurt me ends when it ends here.
What broke me won't become your chains.
Yeah, the hurt ends here.
It won't wear your name.
I won't pass down.
I won't pass down what I survived.
I choose a softer
way to stay alive. What broke me won't become your chain.
I will not teach your heart my pain.
The past can speak, but it cannot steer.
The hurt stops now.
The hurt ends here.
I cannot rewrite where I came from, but I can decide
what does not go forward.
Yeah. Oh no, no. Yeah. I learned to keep my face like a locked door. Never let them see what the hurt was for. Kept my answers short, kept my tone severe. Made distance look like something they should fear. I thought a hard stare kept the damage away. Thought nobody could reach me if they knew their place. So I built my name on being hard to touch. Made people step back before they asked too much. They called me silent, said I carry weight, but nobody brought the truth when it came too late. They watched every word, measured every breath, like honesty was something that could lead to death. And I mistook that silence for respect, like no one crossing lines meant no neglect. Never saw the cost beneath the way they moved. They were not honoring me, they were trying not to lose. I thought fear meant respect, 'cause nobody crossed the line. But no one brought their honest heart, and no one stayed inside. I do not need a room to freeze to know my worth is clear. I want respect that can stand close, no, not only disappear. There were people who had love they could not show, because I made closeness feel like a risk to know. They would laugh around me, never say too much, then leave with every real thought untouched. I kept calling it control, I called it strength, like being unreachable was gonna keep me safe. But a wall can block the harm you fear, and still keep every good thing out of reach here. I had no one telling me when I was wrong, no one brave enough to say I had gone too far. I thought that made me powerful somehow, but it only made the truth avoid me now. Then I saw the difference plain and clear. Respect will stay when the message is hard to hear. Fear just waits until it can get away, nods at your face, then disappears in the day. I did not want a circle built on caution, or every kind word edited to soften. I wanted people who could stand their ground, not people learning how to keep their heads down. So I asked what I was really trying to protect. Was it pride? Was it pain? Was it self-respect? And the answer came quiet, but it came true. I was scared of being hurt, so I scared everybody too. I do not have to lose my edge to be kind. I do not have to shut the whole world outside. I can draw a line and still let love come near. I can be respected without becoming feared. Now I am learning how to lower the guard, without pretending that the past was not hard. How to hear disagreement without a fight. How to let someone tell me when I am not right. I can make room for a question to land, without treating every question like a hand, trying to pull me back into who I was. I could listen without giving up, because the strongest people I have known were not cold. They made you feel seen while they stood in their soul. They did not need a threat behind their name, to make the room remember why they came. That is the kind of man I wanna be. Clear in my boundaries, but easy to reach. Not someone they fear when the air gets tense, but someone they trust with the truth they meant. I thought fear meant respect, 'cause nobody crossed the line. But no one brought their honest heart, and no one stayed inside. I do not need a room to freeze to know my worth is clear. I want respect that can stand close, not only disappear. I do not need to make people afraid, to prove that I cannot be broken. I need the kind of strength that lets the truth stay open.